welcome back. My name is Liberia522, as you may or may not know. And usually today is a Project Hospital day, but because I kind of messed up the whole schedule last week with only having one Project Hospital episode because I was busy with helping my parents move for a bit.
Our main stories tonight.
Daddy, it's starting!
Oh gosh.
It's all in the Bible. Look, Leviticus.
But yeah. We are in Not For Broadcast, which is a game I've had for a while I've wanted to try out, so I figured, you know, we can just do a quick little one off of this to see how it goes. And, yeah. Back. New game.
We're still vassals, slaves, we're just in prettier cages.
Oh gosh. Liberty 0522. Start game. Scroll to avoid interference. Keep your pointer free of more important matters. Okay. That's useful. Auto mute expansion port call 0699112. Day 1, the election.
Hi, David, I have a call for you. I'm just putting it through.
All right, mate. Dave here. Listen, now, I know you've only come in to clean up the place, but I've got a bit caught up, so, you're gonna have to run the news tonight. Now, don't worry, it's not hard, and I'm gonna stay on the phone and help you. First, I'm gonna give you a quick tour of the broadcast room, so if you're not doing it already, look forwards towards all those screens. Right, look up at the top. That
Okay.
coloured bar is your audience. You want to keep the viewers going up and not down. Underneath that, you've got the screens. The one on the right is the broadcast screen.
Okay.
That's what the viewers are seeing at home. It's only a couple of seconds behind the master screen there in the middle. That's the one you control. Now, the four small screens on the left show the different signals coming from the studio.
Okay.
And you can choose between them using the numbered buttons on the vision mixer at the bottom left. Don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll pick it up in no time. Now, have a look to your left. These plugs control everything in the studio. I've left them set up for you, so provided you haven't fiddled with them, all you have to do now is throw the master trip switch and we're in business. Once you've got the power on, face the front again.
The fan's off. That's nice. Listen, it's hot here in Oregon right now, so we're gonna keep the fan on.
You can see on the broadcast screen that we're in the end titles for the show before us. Fortunately, they go on for fucking ages, so there's plenty of time for me to explain. Oh, right, okay, they're over, so we haven't got long now till the broadcast. Right, quickly, mate, look down under the desk. You can see a load of videotapes on the left. They're your adverts. Pick any three and load them into the machines on the right. When you've done that, look up to the front again.
That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the moon-length surf and its importance during
come on.
the blackouts of 1871.
There we go.
You should be getting a signal from the studio soon.
Okay.
When you get the signal, select screen 1 with the vision mixer and we're ready to go.
Prawn and mayonnaise?
You don't see if you make me go on costumes.
Yeah, thought it might increase our viewing figures.
Every day. You offer me prawns every day.
10 seconds, everybody. That's how I show love.
You're trying to kill me.
And yet you persist, going in
Oh.
5, 4.
It's time to join Jeremy Donaldson.
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight.
Okay,
Moving on
we're
up.
all good. Next is going to be to throw the news titles on screen 2. There'll be a countdown.
Okay.
I'll count you in as well. Just relax, mate. It's all gravy.
Buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsley's wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar.
Okay.
Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fashion
8,
party
7,
have to say on their
6,
historic
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lovely, mate.
Perfect.
Next thing
Okay.
Here it comes. Switch to screen 1. Lovely, mate.
Okay.
But first, the votes are in, and it's a decisive win
Okay.
for advance. The landslide.
Listen, mate, we often get a bit of interference around this time of night, so keep your eye on the machine on the bottom right. You can move that white dot up and down, avoiding the interference using the yellow knob or your scroll wheel.
Of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly.
Right, it's going well. All you've got to do now is play the advert at the end of the segment. Make sure you don't play it too early or we'll all get fired. Now the clock at the top is counting you down to the advert. When it reaches 0, press
Oh gosh, okay.
replay ad buttons over there.
Oh wow, okay. This is getting complicated. Oh no.
First break and so
come
on,
on.
but you can play them in any order you want. I'll count you into it as well, but keep your eye on the clock.
We'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the
Okay,
co-leaders
no
of
interference. We did it.
3,
That's all coming
2,
up.
1, advert.
1 minute back, everybody.
Jeremy, I need you to fill out the ads.
What? Why?
Bankersnatch is running
Huh.
late.
Oh,
Thought I'd ask him about the election.
personally, I wouldn't try to confuse him with any.
Oh wow, hi Crazy Neil.
That's the same policy we use with you. I thought that was our little secret.
Brown cushions, pink cushions. You had a great. Okay,
I'm
okay.
deeply uncomfortable with your business.
Wicked. We've made it to the first ad break. You're doing great, mate. But this is where it starts getting a bit trickier. This next sequence is what we call a multicam sequence.
Okay.
Which is going to be cutting between multiple cameras to keep things interesting. A lot of it's down to personal taste, but here's 3 good rules of thumb. 1. Try and keep the shot on whoever is doing the talking. 2. Don't stay on the same shot for too long. 10 seconds at the most. So
Okay.
if you're on the person who's talking, try and throw in the odd reaction shot or pull out to the wide shot for a bit just to keep it interesting. 3.
Okay.
Don't stay on reaction shots for too long. A couple of seconds is usually enough. Then the audience want to see who's doing the talking, yeah? Stick to these rules and you'll be fine. It's not as complicated as it sounds. You've seen programs on television, haven't you? Make it look like those.
I wish that what we could do is we could just switch to like a live feed right now and then quickly back to the ad. But this is a tutorial, so I don't think I can do that. I wish I could though. That'd be amazing.
Studio.
Thank you so much.
10 seconds, everybody.
Who are you? You look concerning.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Welcome
Okay,
back to the
did it.
National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first off,
Ready to go to Megan on screen 4.
is here the star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy.
Yes.
Megan Wolf,
Okay.
feature correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare
Right,
to the
go to
shop
Blunderclatch on screen 3 when she says his name.
by none other than Lawrence Blundercatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oops. There we go.
I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is a moment.
Switch to 2 for the wide now.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Right, now just try and stay on whoever's talking.
Latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The medicated, yes.
Okay.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the
Oh, this is good.
That's Peter
Okay.
Jensen, the director.
Give us a look at Megan's reaction. Lovely. Now back to Thunder Twat.
Worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. What a wild you know what I mean? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. Am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A
Okay.
scientist.
Okay.
Is that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that was the
That face.
soldiers fight for a land of
Get back to who's talking.
a love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion.
Wow.
Honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
It's so sweet of you to mention it. But I really am not in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take quite a place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So,
if you're not doing it.
Okay, okay. We're getting there, we're getting there.
That is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm free. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Bleeding, giving, suffering for one's audience.
Get on the speaker, mate.
Listen, you told me that I should get reactions.
Suppose in the end, I do it for the people that I inspire.
What am I supposed to do?
The little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change.
Been on that shot a bit long.
And today, of course,
Perfect.
we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now
Okay,
you're
okay.
asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, difficult, isn't it? Very difficult.
Remember the 10-second rule?
I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics,
I've been
one
watching
should
it.
always strive to not fuck things up.
Shit, he swore. Well, don't worry, he won't do it again.
Sorry, I said fuck.
Shit, he did it again. Okay, don't panic. I'll explain how to deal with swearing at the break.
Medicated, which opens next week.
Right, they've swapped the shot of Jeremy on screen 1 for a VT of the movie clip. You'll get a countdown on the screen, but I'll just let Megan cue you in.
My character, Dr. Lodz Hemlock,
Okay.
is faced with
Okay,
a decision
okay.
that could affect humanity's very survival.
Why do I feel like it's talking about me right now?
Exciting stuff.
And we're out.
Okay.
Watch out for that interference, mate.
Oh god. Hello, interference. You're back.
I don't understand it.
Oh, looks like Blunderclatch is losing it in the studio. I'd love to hear what he's saying, but don't switch to it now.
Okay.
You can go to the archive when the broadcast's done. We keep everything.
Okay. Okay. It's like one of those basic arcade game.
Lance, we mustn't.
I'd love to switch back to them right now. I can't though.
Did it for you, baby. All for you.
Dr. Hemlock.
Gonna change the world, you know.
Okay.
Now listen.
Dr.
Okay.
Hemlock.
You told me, but I didn't listen.
Doctor,
I'm drowning, Lance, you said.
you need to see this.
No, it's all too late.
Look at this.
Okay. Ooh, it's a wiggle. It's like a diamond. Why do we have a diamond? Okay.
This is the key.
At the end of the clip, you'll want to play another ad. Remember to use the clock at the top to count you in.
20 seconds left.
We should.
Let's do 3. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, I guess I better explain how to deal with bleeping out swear words.
Okay.
As you probably noticed, the broadcast screen here is about 2 seconds behind the monster screen.
Oh,
here.
great.
When someone says a naughty word, the bleep button lights up, like this. 2 seconds later, you'll hear that swear word going out on the broadcast, and you need to hold down the bleep button or the space bar on your keyboard for as long as the
Okay.
swear word lasts. It can take a bit of practice getting used to hearing 2 things at once. Just stay calm and you'll get it. And if you can't tell when to bleep, just above the button, you'll literally be able to see the sound scrolling.
Oh, that's
All you
awesome.
do is hold it down while the red bit is over the red line. Simple. Of course, if you do it by eye, you'll have to take your eye off the screens. That's why real professionals do it by ear. Most people like to have the volume
Okay.
of the broadcast screen a little bit below the master screen. Let's set it now.
Okay.
As you turn it up, you'll hear the advert getting louder. Good. You're set to start censoring. Like I say, it takes a little practice, but I'll try and help you through it, and
Okay.
soon we'll have you bleeping like a pro. Remember, button lights up,
Okay.
count 1,
2,
and
hold it down. Okay.
Remember to select screen 1 now that you've got the feed. Don't wait for the broadcast to go live. That's too late. You can use the number buttons on your keyboard, 1 to 4.
Seriously, Cadwell.
5, 4,
4, 3.
Perfect.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advanced Headquarters, where the two leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Cut to the outside broadcast.
Go for it, Pat.
Shall I start?
Get ready to
Go
bleep.
for it, Pat.
Thank you all for coming, and, well, thank you all
Where
for
do I
coming.
start?
And, well, what a
Where do I
day.
start? They said we couldn't do it. They said we couldn't do it. Every dirty, low-down, lying, southern bastard. I ought to get southern. But you, I ought to get you saw right through there, Jack.
I'm sorry about the language there. I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I'm not
Oh god, this is getting complicated.
Coarser than the
Memorably
ground.
put. But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Who can blame Throughout the campaign, you've
Okay.
got to say that advance are not a political party. Advance are not a party is what you have when things are going well. Party is what you have when things are going suffering. You don't need a party. When the country is suffering, you need a party. A team that can change things. Team that can change. But today is day one of a new. A better, fairer future.
Okay.
So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the
Perhaps we should all
rich.
be celebrating.
For them, the party's over. They shouldn't. For them, the party's over. They should be
Okay.
putting their shitting pants on and up in their dusty checkbook. Pants on and up in their dusty checkbook.
Again, not inaccurate, but not before we came out here to address the nation,
Okay.
we came out executive powers
Okay.
to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. To pass the working with the Wealth Office, we have produced
Okay.
a definitive list of every person with wealth into the millions.
You know this sort of probably you rather you don't.
Okay.
The likes
Okay.
of you and me are not welcome in their gated community. Are not welcome in their
Tomorrow
gated
we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system in this country.
Okay.
No more hiding wealth.
Okay. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. This is.
A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
You bastard public school snobs have got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to hide. We revoked your passports. We revoked you want them back. You want to leave like you threatened before the election. That's fine. Before the election. That's fine. You're gonna pay first. You're gonna pay up.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals.
Okay.
from a nation of
Okay.
warring
Here we go. Here we go.
individuals, to properly fund
It's going
health
well.
and
Okay, I'm getting the hang of it.
to raise the living standards of us all. To raise the
The
living standards
pundits
of us
said we'd
all.
have to raise billions. You'll see when we reclaimed what's ours. That's absolute ferret. That's absolute. So to you posh twats,
The people who pay you a pittance to serve people drinks in their private clubs to serve
Perfect.
people whose children you raise.
so they've got time to get even.
raise.
So they've got time to get
Advance
even.
have this to say to you. Advance have this to say to you. We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your cars and
It
your
ends
mansions.
today. It
We
ends
will put the wealth of
today.
this country back. We will put the wealth of this country back in the hands of the people who created it. In the hands of the people who created it.
Today. It ends.
Yes, it ends today. It ends and tomorrow we'll start making it fair again. We'll start just like we promised we would. Just
And until
like we
then,
promised
ladies
we
and
would.
gents, and until then, ladies and gents, we all get pissed.
I can't
Gosh
argue
darn
with
it.
that. Thank you for your
Oops.
time. Thank you for your time.
Well, interesting acceptance speech there. Interesting acceptance speech and our apologies for the fruity language. And our apologies for the fruity language. Out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. If not, someone's going to be in
Yeah,
trouble.
yeah, yeah, I
The
get
country
ya.
braces itself for new government. That's all from us this evening at the National That's all from us this evening. We'll be back tomorrow.
I was gonna move the button there for a minute. Okay. We're good.
I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful. I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
Right, looks like you've
Perfect.
Thanks for the help, mate. I've got to go. Ferry's about to leave. Probably won't be coming back. Job's yours, mate. Good luck.
Wait, what?
This exploring limited edition
This is
collection.
some weird
My
fever
salad
dream,
food.
and I'm dying.
Sign up now, and every
So
week
lucky.
we'll send you an authentic
I'll see you tomorrow
ethnic
night.
sauce
Not going for a
ingredient
drink?
to add to your salad.
Try
Take
not to
your
get
collection
murdered.
week by week, and
Okay.
very soon you'll have a salad that
Awesome.
really gets the
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed Not For Broadcast. B, I thought I did great. Editing was just terrible. Whatever. I got an A on that. I don't care.
Alright, mate, I've left you a voicemail. I thought you'd end up here. Most people come into the archive when they're done with the broadcast. That way you can see what you did and how it looked to the public. As you
We'll be going
When you're
live
done,
to
hit
tonight's
back.
national nightly news. But before that, let's
Okay.
take a look at what's
Let's
coming up
let's see how
later
this
on
did.
tonight on Channel 1. At 7 o'clock, it's the semi-final of the quotation game, and it's a nail-biting quiz tonight as a team of nuclear physicists take on 4 old ladies from East Grinching. That's followed at 8 p.m. by award-winning documentary series The Shape of Now, which tonight looks at the history of the knee-length sock and its importance during the Great Blackouts of 1871. Not one to miss. At 9 p.m, sit back and relax with multiple award-winning movie The Freedom of Being Colin, taking us all the way up to 11:15, where, as usual, Dr. Adrian Atkinson Blimey will be grilling his guests in Incisors, and tonight sees a return for leading economist Katie Brightman. Finally, at midnight, it's the National Weather Report, before we say good night until tomorrow. But now, it's time to join Jeremy Donaldson for the National Nightly News.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Our main stories tonight. Moving on up, the election win that experts said just couldn't happen. Hopeful or hostile? Controversy as global mega corporation Remington Cyst buys Honest Andy's Totally Independent and corners the flowered market. Top chat. Sports fans everywhere celebrate as popular footballer Johnny Hamsleeves wins Sports Personality of the Year. And a spoonful of sugar. Megan will be chatting with movie star Lawrence Blunderclatch about his new movie, The Medicated. And, of course, we'll be going live to Advance headquarters to hear what the leaders of this fledgling party have to say on their historic victory. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
He looks so uncomfortable with his job, it's hilarious.
But first, the votes are in and it's a decisive win for Advance. The landslide victory, with an astonishing 81% of the popular vote, is the biggest election win in living memory. Advance appealed to voters up and down the country with their bold promises of permanent change, but critics have accused them of a severe lack of actual policies and of being deliberately vague. The opposition parties have all conceded defeat to Advance's overwhelming mandate, but have yet to appear publicly. However, former Home Secretary Geoffrey Jeffries has issued a statement in which he comments that we have all been seduced by the shiny wrapping paper, but have yet to see the contents of the box. Sounds like sour grapes to me, Jeff. After the break, Megan Wolf will be speaking to a man whose grapes certainly aren't sour, the international heartthrob and inexplicable box office sensation that is Lawrence Blunderclatch. And later in the program, we'll be going live to Advance HQ to hear the co-leader's acceptance speech. That's all coming up after the break.
Welcome to Crazy Neil's Crazy Creep.
Okay, did a better job with that one for sure.
It's a steal with Crazy Neil. We don't care if you've been naughty or nice. We got green sofas, red sofas, brown cushions, pink cushions. You've got a grey sofa. We've got a great sofa. In a grey, a brown, a pink, a yellow, a purple. Neil's deals are unreal. You've got people coming over at Christmas. You've got an aunt. She's going to leave a stain on the sofa. You don't want to sit on this white sofa. She's going to have to sit on the dark sofa. This is the deal with Neil Appeal. You want to throw your money at us. We'll give you a leather sofa for a price that is just crazy. If you've got lightning, strike it. Then strike whilst the lightning is hot. You've got a disused sofa. We don't care if it's smelly, stuck in front of your telly, full of welly. We'll take that shit away. Don't make a meal out of it. Make a deal out of it. We got a big ass deal on a big ass chair. We've got white chairs, blue chairs, stools, inflatable chairs. This is a crazy deal with Neil Appeal. You don't want no lame ass chair. You want a great chair. We had a man come down the other day and he brought in his young daughter and he wanted her to have the best chair. We got those chairs. We got more of those chairs. We got tall chairs, chairs on wheels, wheelchairs. We got chairs for twins, chairs made out of steel, chairs that are steel and a deal. We got those chairs. You want crazy? We got crazy. Crazy Neil's got crazy deals. You want a toilet? We can do you a toilet. We can do you a toilet next to a chair. We can do you a chair next to a toilet. Hell, we can even do you a toilet chair. So you come on down, you bring your ass. We got it, you want it. You want it, we got it, you want it. You pay us. You want it, we got it, you want it. You want it, we got it, you pay us.
What is that, like propaganda or something? Oh, here we go.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News. Later, we'll be hearing from shock election winners Advance. But first, our very own culture reporter, Megan Wolfe, is here with a star of both stage and screen. Megan?
Thank you, Jeremy. Megan Wolfe, culture correspondent. And today I have a guest who starred in everything from Shakespeare to the Shotbuck films. I'm very excited to be joined today by none other than Lawrence Blunderclatch. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, my dear, I do hope you believe me when I tell you that being with you here today is among the greatest joys of my life.
Oh my god.
May I say, having you here with us is among ours.
Bless you.
So you've just finished filming your latest movie, which is called The Medicated.
The Medicated, yes.
Wow, what was that like?
Well, as I said to Peter at the Wrap, that's Peter Jensen, the director. Do you know him? He's a wonderful chap, he really is. I've worked with him on several movies, all terribly successful. I said to Peter, what a wild ride this has been. And you know what, Megan? I really meant that.
Wow, that is fantastic. And am I right in saying that the character you play in this movie is quite an academic one?
Absolutely right. A scientist.
Was that a challenge at all?
What exactly are you implying? But seriously, yes, you're right. It was a complete departure from my last starring role when I played Sergeant Brock Rockman in Bullet Man. You'll remember that that was the true story of one soldier's fight for a love that surpasses all others. A love, of course, for freedom. I think it's grossed over $1 billion, but honestly, who's counting?
It's a role that saw you scoop 2 Best Actor awards, if I remember correctly.
It's so sweet of you to mention it.
They
But
did a
I
pretty
really
good
am
job
not
with this.
in it for the awards, although those 3 little statues do take pride of place on my mantelpiece.
With all the others, I'm sure. So, if you're not doing it for the awards, what is it then that drives you?
Oh, that is a beautiful question, Megan, and not easy to answer. Like you, I'm afraid. Cut me, and I will bleed. And often, that's how it feels, doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Oh my
Bleeding,
god.
giving, suffering for one's audience. I suppose in the end, I do it for the difference it makes. I do it for the people that I inspire, the little people. But most of all, I think I do it for the positive change that I can bring about in the world.
And today, of course, we're in for some real change, it looks like, in the coming few months. What do you make of this historic election result?
Oh, well. Well, now you're asking. Historic election result. Indeed. Historic is the word. Well, it's difficult, isn't it? Very difficult. But I think I've always been quite clear that when it comes to politics, one should always strive to not fuck things up.
Yes, well...
Sorry, I said fuck.
No.
I'm
Well,
sorry.
Lawrence, I just watching a clip from The Medicated, which opens next week around the country. Lawrence, do tell us what's going on here.
I'd be delighted. This is a really pivotal scene where my character, Dr. Lance Hemlock, is faced with a decision that could affect humanity's very survival.
Exciting stuff.
And we're out.
Oops, that was a mess up on my part. I will just skip this. Da 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 da.
Johnny Ham sleeves.
Yeah, we'll skip the ads. I just want to see the actual part where I had control. Yep. Squeaky voices, yep, Hurry up.
Welcome back. And I'm told we can now go live to Advance headquarters, where the 2 leaders, Peter Clement and Julia Salisbury, are about to make their acceptance address.
Excellent.
Shall I start?
Go for it, Pat.
Thank you all
Oops.
for coming.
Okay,
and,
that was
well,
yeah, okay.
Where do I start? What a day.
They said we couldn't do it.
They certainly did.
They used every dirty, low-down, lying southern they had against us. But
Okay.
you, the people, you saw right through their
I'm sorry about the language there.
Sorry about that. I've had a couple of celebratory pints. Makes me coarser than a granny.
Oh boy. Oh god.
But to be honest, who can blame Peter for celebrating? Throughout the campaign, you've heard us say that Advance are not a political party. A party's what you have when things are going well. When the country is suffering, you don't need a party. You need a team. A team that can change things. But today is day one of a new future. A better, fairer future. So perhaps we should all be celebrating.
Except for the rich. For them, the party's over. They shouldn't be celebrating. They should be putting their pants on and opening their dusty checkbooks.
Again, colourfully put, but not inaccurate. Before we came out here to address the nation, we used our executive powers to pass the Assets and Wealth Act. Working with the tax office, we have produced a definitive list of every person in the country with wealth into the millions.
You know the sort. Probably you rather you don't. Because the likes of you and me are not welcome in their gated communities.
Tomorrow, we will be introducing a sweeping reform of the tax system.
Well, I guess that would be... Oh, okay.
No more hiding wealth offshore, no more trust funds or creative accounting. A simpler, fairer, unavoidable set of tax laws.
So all you school snobs have got nowhere to hide. And earlier today, we revoked your passports. You want them back? You want to leave like you threatened before the election? That's fine. But first, you're going to pay up. You're going to pay back.
Advance are going to turn this country from a nation of warring individuals into a team. To properly fund health and education. To raise the living standards of us all.
The pundits said we'd have to raise billions. But you'll see when we've reclaimed what's ours, that's absolute ferret So to you posh
people who pay you a pittance to serve them drinks in their private clubs, the people whose children you raised,
I did okay.
So they've got time to get even richer.
Advance have this to say to you.
It ends today.
We are coming for your sports cars and your mansions and your vineyards.
It ends today.
We will put the wealth of this country back where it should have always been, in the hands of the people who created it.
It ends today.
Yes, it ends today. And tomorrow, we'll start making it fair again, just like we promised we would.
All right.
And until
then,
ladies and gents, I suggest we all get...
Can't argue with that. Thank you for your time.
Well then, interesting acceptance speech there from the leaders of Advance. And our apologies for the fruity language. Hopefully we got that bleeped out for you in time. If not, someone's going to be in trouble. So,
yeah.
as the country braces itself
I think we did okay.
That's all from us this evening at the National Nightly News. We'll be back tomorrow with full coverage of the first day under Advance. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Have a peaceful night.
Alrighty. Well, I said we did a good job.
Click on rushes and let's have a look at those. Okay, these four screens, they're exactly the same as the four screens that feed you the studio signal when you're doing the actual news. Of course, the difference here is you can mute any screen you like or any combination of screens and you can have a listen to what was going on behind the scenes. Just select any segment, that's any bit between ad breaks over on the left, and hit play. When you're done,
These aren't my cards. Please tell me these aren't my cards.
No, that.
Okay. Cool. All right. Well, guys, if you want more of this, let me know in the comments below. Hit like, comment, subscribe, etc. And I'll be seeing you all next time. See ya.